Them people was trying to act like they wasn't starstruck when they seen Diddy in court. They trying to make it seem like they wasn't raised up off of his music. They trying to make it seem like he ain't make them dance for the past 30 years. In a soft voice, he told the judge that he a little nervous. And that's when the love started pouring in. That's when people started crying. That's when people started believing his story. That's when people started looking at Cassie with the side eye. She was with him for 10 years straight, ain't never complained. The Met Gala was happening down the street during the jury selection. The same Met Gala where Diddy took Cassie and she ain't have to pay a dime for her dress, she ain't have to pay a dime for a drink, ain't have to pay a dime for her food, ain't have to pay a dime for the limousine. He whined and dined, and now he trying to say that he crimed her. She trying to say that he sold her to some BBCs that she met on Backpage. She trying to make it seem like she enjoy getting penetrated by them men's, while he was sitting there allegedly pleasuring himself because she was being pleasured. He was happy because she was happy. People in the courtroom, when they seen him come in there, they couldn't help themselves but to smile, because they remember them times they was in the club and that Bad Boy record came on. It's all about the Benjamins, baby. What y'all want to do? Want to be ballers, shot callers, brawlers, and then be dipping in them bands with the spoilers? Trying to get my hands on some greens like Horace. Yeah, this the raw deal. Fettuccine and feta, it's all real. They remember them lyrics, man. They remember Lil' Kim when she got the boob job. Then she went and got the butt job, the nose job, the head job. They remember when Lil' Kim got the Jay Leno chin. Hold on, let me sip this Henny, man. They show him nothing but love in the courtroom. And rightfully so. He brother love, for crying out loud. Oh, he ain't never put no hate out there. He said back with Nas, you can hate me now, but I can't stop now. I won't stop now. He represented the triumph in the struggle. They show him nothing but the whole jury. They ain't trying to persecute him and throw him in jail? For what? Because he was getting, everybody got some booty. If it wasn't for somebody getting some cheeks, y'all wouldn't even be here. Your mother and your father need to be in jail for freaking off. And your auntie might be your mother, your uncle might be your father. Some of your brother, your cousin, your sister, your auntie. Some of y'all got siblings the same age as your aunties and uncles, man. People been freaking off for years. Sodom and Gomorrah, they talk about it in the Bible. They try and make it seem like Diddy invented the wheel. Like they weren't freaking off in them days of Moses. When he got in the courtroom, people couldn't help themselves but to acknowledge him for what he done. They gave him the Lifetime Achievement Award at BET. They gave him the key to the city in New York City. And ain't nobody say he ain't deserve it. Now everybody's switching up because Cassie got her cheeks clapped. What difference do it make? Cassie got kids. And who says she not cheating on her husband? And he a lame for wiping her up after what Diddy allegedly did to her. Y'all witnessed what happened with the Locks when Jada to the mwah was kissing the microphone and Diddy was in the cut licking his lips watching. Ain't nobody say Jada kiss was fruity. When a nigga named his name Sheik Luch and started modeling for Vogue. He was the first gangster ASAP Rocky. Ain't nobody say nothing. Nigga named Styles P. Doggy Style, Missionary Style, Froggy Style. Ain't nobody called Styles a freak when his name's Styles P. Them people that went to court ain't had no choice but to show Diddy some love. And I want to share something with y'all real quick. Switch that up. I'm over here sweating because this got me in my feelings. I ain't gonna act like I wasn't a Bad Boy fan. I ain't gonna be fake and phony and switch it up now that he in trial. Because there was people there that when they saw Puff, all of the memories came back to them and they bust out crying because they see what the system is trying to do to him. They don't want certain people on the jury. They want people oblivious to hip hop culture on the jury. They want people that don't even know who the Kim Kardashian is on the jury. They better off hiring some people from overseas to come over there and be on the jury. People that don't even speak English, so they could be in the courtroom speaking in their tribal tongues. Y'all gotta see this, man. Diddy told the judge, I'm a little nervous. On the first day of the jury selection, he had the bubble guts, man. He's sitting there holding his stomach the whole time. He's sharp, people wondering what's that smell. Diddy wasn't feeling good because he know he facing life in jail because of what he did in the privacy of his own bedroom with his girlfriend of 10 years. Cassie knows she wrong for this, man. He gave her ass $30 million and she's still running her mouth. Like she ain't satisfied with the money. What more do she want from Diddy? She want his manhood. She want his freedom. He gave her everything that she desired. She ain't had not one popping song on the radio. And she still was able to live like a rock star off of his dime. Now she want more of his money. She want to see him get put under the jail. People ain't know that she was stealing from him in the hotel allegedly, took his clothes, got him running out in the hallway butt naked just to get his drawers back. You would have been mad too. And by no means am I sticking up for Diddy. I say throw him, lock him up and throw away the key. All I'm trying to let y'all know is them jurors remember them days when they was shaking their ass listening to his music. They remember them days, them hot summers when they was outside eating them popsicles, sitting on the stoop with that Biggie playing in the background. They remember them ballers that was selling that dope, riding around in them Benzes. What I love it when you call me Big Papa, blaring out their speakers. You can't let go of the stuff this man done contributed to society. And now it's about to go all up in flames, talking about he's sex trafficking. Like people ain't out here getting flued out. Like people ain't in long distance relationships. It's chicks in California waiting for they nigga from Cali to show up. He get off the plane with Chuck Taylors on in the middle of Brooklyn. It's dudes in Arizona waiting for they chick from Georgia to show up. She hop off the plane with a bonnet on with some flip-flops on. Ain't never been to Arizona before. The point I'm trying to make is people getting flown out. And if what he doing the crime, Delta need to be put on trial. Southwest and all the airlines need to be put on trial. They need to do questionnaires for people. The last time I checked, they asked you, what you traveling for? Business or pleasure? And a lot of times it's both. Some people travel for business and other people travel for pleasure. It's called free will. If you got the money to travel, it don't matter what you doing with it. But they trying to say Diddy is a criminal because he flew some people out to enjoy the festivities at his party. Now, this the crazy part. They're saying that he had people freaking off against their will. Like they ain't had no choice. This man got mind control. He put the baby oil on your ass and you ain't gonna know how to act after that. That's what they pushing out here. And when the jury saw his face, all that went out the window. When the jury got a look at Puff, and he said in a very soft voice, I'm a little nervous. You know, I ain't never seen this many people hating on me, man. I'm about to be doing life in jail. That touched people. It had people feeling like when George Floyd was on the ground. And I ain't trying to bring up nothing graphic, but we seen it happen. We seen how the system strangulate these brothers, man. Nearly 36 New Yorkers was questioned Monday about what they knew about the federal trafficking case against Sean Diddy Combs as the jury selection got underway in the Manhattan courtroom. Y'all need to see this real quick, man, and tell me if y'all think this makes sense. Let me pull this up. They asked them people what they know about the Diddy trial. Like this shit ain't on Tubi. Like this ain't on Hulu. They got it on Examu. Tubi, what's that on? You got it on Prime. I was watching the playoffs and commercials for this book BS was popping up. They asked them what they know about the Diddy trial. Like this ain't been in the news, mainstream news, CNN, ABC, NBC for the past 2 years. It's funny how one day they honoring you and then the next day you public enemy number one. They had a documentary called Diddy Mindset, and they promoted this movie like it was a motivational movie. Cut that music off real quick. This is why he had admirers in the jury, because they presenting all this bad stuff, but for the past 30 years, they ain't presenting nothing but good stuff. They had a documentary called The Defiant Ones with Dr. Dre, Diddy, and all them other pioneers in hip hop. But the Diddy Mindset is a documentary to where they painted him out to be a role model for the kids. They got Diddy inspirational quotes. One of Diddy's inspirational quotes is, I feel safe and white because deep down inside, I'm an angel. And when people heard that, they instantly fell in love with Diddy. He said deep down inside, he an angel, and that's the reason why he liked to wear white. And Lisa Ray can attest to that, because it's a bunch of people that showed up to his all-white party that was in the Diddy mind state. And now he in jail. And the jury, it's all coming back to the jury, man. They forgot until they was in his presence. Y'all need to look at this. Hold on, yo, play that real quick.
Diddy's nervous. That's what he told the judge on day one of his federal sex trafficking trial in Manhattan. We're only on day one of what's expected to be a long trial, and around 90 minutes in to the jury selection process, Diddy asked for a bathroom break. The judge said, "Are you sure you need one?" And Diddy raised up his hand a little bit and said, "Your Honor, I'm feeling a little bit nervous right now." So that's a glimpse into the mindset of someone who's on trial for federal sex trafficking and racketeering charges that could send him to prison for life. Kanye West, Kid Cudi, Michael B. Jordan. Those names were on a list of possible people whose names might come up at some point during what's expected to be an action-packed 2-month trial.
They razzled and dazzled the juries with star-studded people. They made that shit seem like they was in for a concert of a lifetime. And Diddy was nervous. He raised his hand like he was in class. Say, Your Honor, I'm feeling a little nervous. Go to the bathroom. Got the bubble guts. You know, this is too much for me, man. They feed me eggs and oatmeal. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make it, man. Can I use the bathroom, please? I don't want boo-boo in front of all these people, Your Honor. Can I just 2 minutes? I gotta go. Your Honor, I gotta use the bathroom. Why they do Diddy like that, man? And while they sitting there getting everything together, the judge on the intercom talking about Michael B. Jordan, Kanye West, Kid Cudi, Cassie. They got the whole lineup. You go to the courthouse, they got Diddy on the marquee with Michael B. Jordan and Kanye West and all that bullshit under there. You go to the Diddy trial, it smell like buttery popcorn up in there, y'all. And Diddy got the bubble guts. But I want to give a shout out to them people that showed Diddy some love. Them real fans. Them real people that remember what it was like to dance listening to his music. Them old ladies couldn't help themselves. They started crying when he came out there. There's some people out there that was motivated by him. He the modern day Bill Cosby. If it wasn't for Diddy, niggas would still be wearing Timberland boots and hoodies and being dirty like the Wu-Tang Clan. And shout out to the Wu. Shout out to the Wu. I'm just saying, Diddy was the one that made people want to wash their ass while Method Man was on the bus sucking on a plastic spoon. When Old Dirty Bastard was in them abandoned buildings, holding his hand over the dumpster with the fire coming out of it, Diddy was in the hot tub with 10 dimes with a gold dookie rope chain around his neck, with Biggie sitting on the edge of the damn tub wishing he could get his badass and fat ass in the tub, man. Y'all gotta excuse me, I've been sipping this Henny early, and I'm here to give y'all the Henny report. Diddy had Biggie sitting on the side of the tub while he was in the tub with some bad chicks. He wouldn't let Biggie stick one toe in the damn tub while Old Dirty Bastard was eating chicken fried rice in front of a flaming dumpster. Diddy made you want to dance. He made you want to move. He made you fall down. He made you get up and party with your family, man. Hennessy is kicking my ass. And Cassie was a bona fide freak before she got with Diddy. Let's be real. I had to get drunk to tell y'all how I really feel about it, because if I was sober, I wouldn't dare say half the shit that's coming out my mouth. But y'all need to see this. Blake, wake up! Oh shit, I'm gonna fucking fall asleep on the stream. Yo, cut the music off, man. I gotta focus and all that. Yo, make sure y'all hit them like buttons out there. Cause I think I'm about to pass out. Yo, make sure y'all hit them likes for me and pray for me too, man. Cause this had me stressing. I ain't getting no sleep last night. Ever since the Diddy trial started, I've been stressed out, yo. This who Cassie was with before she got with Diddy. A couple of slime balls that did whatever they wanted to do with her. She was just trying to get in the music industry. Ryan Leslie was tapping that ass something viciously. He looked like a slimy motherfucker on some Steve Urkel guest star or whatever he had going on with the taco meat hanging out his shirt. This the greasy freak that she was dealing with. He snorting lines off of her nipples or whatever before she got with Diddy. You figure she had the face on some Christine Milian and they wanted to have her around because it was a good look. She was a little baddie or whatever. The body don't matter when the face look like that. You take her to the red carpet, niggas gonna be on your meat instantly. Being with Cassie is like having a Bentley or something. She a Ferrari when it comes to girls. If you got something like her in your arm, you must be doing it real big. So when he was parading her around and Diddy was, he basically gave her to Diddy. He said, you could have, I got plenty of them, Puff. Yo, you could have her, I'm about to slide. Because he already knew that she was a piece of trash. That's like you got a new car, people all on your meat because you got a Lambo, but they not knowing that the Lambo got issues. The transmission about to go out. The fucking the heat is overheating. And some dummy come along like, yo, how much for the car? He like, okay, shit, it's about to break down anyway. Give me 100 stacks for the car. You can have, here go the keys, here go the title, you can have it. Diddy dumbass bought the car thinking that he got a young, fresh Lamborghini, not knowing that it got over 500,000 miles on it. And eventually you're going to crash and burn. This shit it broke down on his ass. That's why he in court right now. He already knew what was up. He couldn't wait to get rid of Cassie. Drugged her to pray. That ain't how it went down, man. These dudes, they had these bras, they had their way with them. They know that they garbage. And the first fool that come along that want the chick, they gonna give them the chick. It's men out there right now with their girl. They wish a nigga would come talking about, hey, yo, I'm trying to get at their chick. It's men out there that's willing to get a girl away because they know she garbage. And I ain't trying to disrespect Cassie. But look how things turned out. Was she a good investment or no? But that's Negro here nor there. Diddy is feeling bad about his life. He feeling bad about everything that's going on. He can't even keep his guts together in court at this point. He paid her $30 million and she's still dragging him through the ringer. And she all they got. They ain't got no tapes. The only tape they got is the tape with him putting hands on her in that hallway. And that's enough to put him in jail for the rest of his life as far as I'm concerned. But for them fans that showed him love today, when they seen him, and they remember all of the things that he did for people. They remember going to the parties and listening to his music. They remember the same way a lot of y'all remember. You could listen to the news, you could listen to the radio, but when you see somebody face to face, it changes a lot. Y'all ain't never met Diddy. Y'all ain't never been in his presence before. Y'all ain't never been around him. The people in the jury couldn't help themselves. They know something ain't right. They know that they playing games with the questionnaires and all that shit. They got them up there like they on Jeopardy. The celebrity squares, they ask them questions about Michael B. Jordan and all this madness. They grilling them like they don't know, they not supposed to know what's happening in the news, even though they on the news for being in the jury. Like when they go home and they turn on the news and they was just down there in the jury pool, they not supposed to turn on the radio to hear about what they talking about on the day. It don't make no damn sense. Them people started crying when Diddy walked in that courtroom. They started clapping. They jumped up out their seat when they seen him coming in there with them shackles on. His mother started crying. His kids started crying. You would have thought they was in church the way the Holy Spirit swept over their bodies. It's sad what's happening to this man. Because the public ain't got nothing to do with it. If they gonna do what they want to do, they need to handle that in the court. They need to do that with the lawyers, the judge, and whoever the victims and the witnesses is. Now that they brought the public into it, they ain't do nothing but make it spiritual. Because there's people out there going through the struggle. They doing questionnaires asking people if they ever been in jail. Have they ever been sexually harassed? Have they ever been coerced? Have they ever? They try and make it seem like they only want AI up there at the trial. And I ain't going front, I probably would have cried too. Seeing him coming there with his head down, looking all sad. The man with the shiny suit got on the dingy suit. That ain't how we remember him. That ain't how we need to see him, man. It's fucked up what they doing to Diddy. They ain't have to have him coming and shitting on himself, man. Please calm down. Yeah, nigga. Fucking dookie on himself. Nigga, put the drink down. They fucked up. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Oh shit, man! Fuck that, yo. Just keep, don't end the stream, bro. Get your hand off the button, man. No, I get emotional from time to time, cause he in the court nervous, man. It's like they about to electrocute him. He about to have open heart surgery, no anesthesia. He already guilty in the court of public opinion. What they having a trial for? If they gonna put him out his misery, put that man out his misery, man. They playing with the food. They got the lobster in the pot eating the other crab. They got the crab in the pot eating the rice. While they boiling him in the pot, he got to sit there and eat the other shit they gonna eat. Look at this, y'all. And I do apologize for my emotional outburst. But this what they doing to Diddy. They got the crab in the pot. They cooking his ass. And he just supposed to sit there and eat the corn. While they simmering and sauteing his ass, he's supposed to enjoy every moment. Sit there and just enjoy the festivities. That's what's happening here, man. And I'm disgusted by it because Cassie was a piece of, I'm tired of in society, you're supposed to take up for the woman no matter what. But let's be real, y'all. Cassie was a part of the slut era. She was a part of the slut era. When Amber Rose and Nicki Minaj and all them, they was selling booty. That's what they was doing. They was popping cooch and they was out there partying, living real raw and real nasty. That's what was happening back then. Them girls get together and get around them ballers and anything goes. They popping X, they popping Molly, they popping this, they popping that. They high off drugs. And they looking for the man that got the most money. That's what they do, man. That's the era that they come up in. And you can't tell me it wasn't going down like that back in the day. You can't tell me that ain't what hip hop Diddy in jail for the culture. Shannon Sharp, he in hot water because he wanted to be a part of the culture. He had all them thoughts on his damn show. When he had Amber Rose and Young Miami and all them people come up to the show, that's when he fell off. Rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle. He messed around with Lauren London, one of Diddy and Lil Wayne ex jump offs, and now he out of the game. Dudes find themselves around. Look at Tory Lanez, man. He messing with the number one thought in the game. Look. And that's for any man out there. You messing with a 304 and you thinking it's cool, you got a certified hoochie on your team, you gonna end up just like Diddy, Tory Lanez, Nipsey Hussle, Shannon Sharp, and all these other dudes that's going through it. They all got one thing in common. They had thoughts and they missed, man. And that's why they in trouble right now. It's not ironic that right after Shay Shay had Young Miami on his show, his shit fell apart. Now he the Diddy of sports. Cause he had a ratchet on his damn show. He's sitting across, he conversating, yakking it up, blooping with a hood rat. This would have never happened if he would have had LeBron James or somebody notable, somebody credible, if he had India Irie on his podcast. This would have never happened if he had Viola Davis on his podcast. But no, he want to sit, he want to do the slut walk. Talking about his name Shay Shay. Now he in the same situation with Diddy. Look at this. She ruined his life because she was living foul. Because she was ratchet. When he was with Kim Porter, he ain't never went through no madness like this. When he was with Kim Porter, he couldn't be stopped. That's when he was at his prime. That's when he was at his height. When he was with Kim Porter, regardless of what they had going on, his personal life was his private life. And she made him a professional. He was a family man with kids. And he was taking care of kids that wasn't even his kids. He was a Renaissance man, an alpha male when he was with Kim Porter. Rest in peace. It wasn't until he started getting around them hoochies and them skeezers. That's when everything started falling apart. Thank God he got away from Misa. And no disrespect to Misa or whatever. But Kim Porter, that's the best he ever did and the best he ever gonna do. And that's the reason why he's so heartbroken and fucked up. He got a statue of Kim Porter in his damn front yard right now. Because he knew he couldn't do no better than that. He had high quality and he started messing with low quality for the look. Now he's sitting in jail and he doing bad. Now he nervous. And Cassie about to make sure his ass fry. It's messed up, man. And for all you dudes out there listening that want you a baddie with a booty and all that, y'all want to deal with these chicks just because they look a certain type of way, you're going to end up just like Diddy. You need to get you a regular, wholesome female and go on about your business and be a real man. Matter of fact, let me give y'all a little dating advice before we get back into the news, because I'm pissed off about this. This is the type of chick y'all need to be with. Leave all them build the body baddies alone and get you a regular degular chick, man. Go out there and find you a Macy gray, a Macy blue, a Macy purple, whatever it is, man. Go to Macy's and find you a chick. This what you better off with. And if you got a chick, put her damn hand or get a fork and put that shit in the electrical socket and get her her Einstein on. Because that's the only way you're going to be able to make it out here. All these super cute, all these did up chicks with the bundles and all that in their hair, them the ones that's going to get you in trouble. But that's Negro here nor there. I had to let y'all know that people showed up and showed out for Diddy in court when they finally seen him. There was people that had hatred in their heart for Diddy until they seen him in court. There was people out there that believed everything they were saying in the media until they seen him in court. And that's when they bust out crying. And people started falling off. They ain't gonna talk about that in the news. My auntie was up there at the damn jury selection, and she seen them people catch the Holy Ghost. And men started feeling uneasy, getting weak in the knees, couldn't even stand up. All the black people looking down at the floor. You would have thought they was on a slave boat when Diddy came up in there. It looked like a scene out of Amistad. They could feel it in the air, man. All the black people started feeling funny. They started looking at each other and shaking their heads when they seen Diddy come up in the courtroom. All the black people in the jury, they started complaining and shit when they seen Diddy come up in there. The security had to bulk up. They started pulling out their batons and their tasers and shit when Diddy came up in there. All of the non-black people started heading towards the door. They thought it was going to be a revolution up in there. Diddy coming there with them shackles on, looking down at the ground, looking like Negro Moses. Somebody screamed out, "Give us free." And that's when the judge started talking about order in the court. Y'all gonna quit playing these internet games, man. Because one day y'all gonna realize and wake up. It was nasty. I mean, it was Cassie that was throwing them freak offs. Diddy was 50-something years old with bad knees. All he could do was sit over there and pleasure himself. Ain't like he was gonna get in there with them young bucks and pound something out. He ain't got the strength to bang nothing out. They ain't never said not one time Diddy got his freak on. Where that tape at? Where Diddy putting in work with a bad back? Who back he blowed out when his back already been blowed out? 50 years old, 60 years old, freaking off with some young kids. All he could do was provide them with the alcohol so they could do their thing at his house. That's why when they raided his house and his sons was up in there, them the ones that's really need to be in jail. His sons the ones that's doing all the freaking. Diddy ain't got the stamina. And you could tell by the way he looking in the courtroom. And I ain't saying he innocent, but he an old man that refused to grow up, and now he's suffering the consequences. He should have took Monique advice and found him an old big black woman and sat his ass down. Listen to this, yeah.
At the beginning of a trial like this, the jurors are given a chance to say if they have any sort of association or any sort of feeling about any of those people that would make them an impartial person or would make it so they couldn't judge fairly the case. The lengthy jury selection process has begun. It started with a panel of 50 jurors this morning. Diddy also got his first look at some possible jurors that may decide his fate. And he was able to trade out his jail outfit of a tan, drab clothing for his own clothes. He picked a dark blue sweater over a crisp white button-down. His hair, though, has been increasingly getting more.
They got this nigga looking like it's Christmas time, y'all. And that's a part of the reason why people was in the spirit. Got this nigga looking like old Jolly Saint Nickel. If they don't sneak that nigga some Beijing in jail the next time he come to court, it's really gonna be grandmothers in there crying. They said it was a lady 80 years old up in there, and she was acting a plumb fool when Diddy came out. Cause she remember in kindergarten class the way they used to share them sandwiches and shit. The milk and cookies like Bernie Mac was talking about. She remembered them days. The elderly showed up and showed out for Diddy. They was knocking their canes up against them jail cells, waking up them inmates. It's gonna be bad, especially when they put that ramp and them people with them wheelchairs roll up in there. It's gonna be like a Mad Max movie. Them old people gonna get Diddy up out of there throwing diapers at the judge. He got a following so big, he got about 50 generations of people that was raised up on his music. People don't graduate college listening to Diddy, don't dance at the weddings listening to Diddy. People don't conceive babies listening to Diddy. How they gonna hold back a nation of people that was influenced by this man? He the diddler. It's a bunch of clowns out there ready right now to go up in there and get Diddy up out of there and put his ass back in the shiny suit and cut this madness out. Now, I ain't trying to lead no revolution or nothing like that. I'm just trying to let y'all know that people are emotionally charged. When you see an icon of this caliber doing so motherfucking bad, they better let him wear a chain the next time he go to court, or else people gonna start waking up and asking questions. They need to let Chris Brown come up in there and do a dance for everybody or do some shit. They better make it hip hop. Let KRS-One come blow a boog out both nostrils in front of the jury just to let people know that he from the Bronx. They in New York City and they trying to take the hip hop out of it. They already gentrifying the neighborhood. Now they trying to gentrify the trial. Asking people, do they know who Michael B. Jordan is? Like them BBWs ain't never watched Creed. They asking them people, do they know who Austin Powers is? Like them nerds ain't never watched the movie. Shit getting stupid, man. I feel bad for them people that had to take off work that ain't getting paid. They already working at Walmart. The security ain't even at Walmart. People running out the store with pencils and crayons because they got a Diddy trial going on. And he looking like Jolly Saint Nicka. They better quit drawing these Christmas time pictures of this man, because he getting people in the spirit already, and it ain't even December yet. They put on a Bill Cosby sweater with the button down under that. They ready for Diddy to come home. I want to give a shout out to all the people that hit that like button. If you haven't hit the like button, you must ain't got no respect for yourself, because this video need more likes than any other video on YouTube. And let me explain to y'all why that is. There's people on YouTube entertaining and playing games, and they don't want to keep it real with y'all because they trying to get a paycheck, and I respect that. But you got to consider what's going on in this country right now. People was complaining about the eggs being high. Now everything high. And the celebrities that had money ain't got money no more. Something is seriously going wrong. If Diddy going broke, your ass about to be going broke real soon if you ain't already broke. And by helping to tear this man down, you ain't doing nothing but tearing yourself down, because we all got a sexual appetite. Well, I used to until I started covering the Diddy trial. I haven't been able to be aroused ever since I started digging into the Diddy trial, because I feel like it's an illegal thing for a black male to have an erection, depending on what you're thinking about when you get one. I done ventured off into some weird spaces that I'm too embarrassed to admit. I've been thinking about alternative ways just to get off. I ain't been able to keep no bread in the house. The hamburger buns been tainted. The hot dog buns have been mutilated. I'm trying to stay out of jail. It's only so many things you can do with a burrito wrap before people find out what's going on with the roaches and the crumbs and the rats scrolling around the house. Pillowcases busted. The couches obliterated. I'm afraid to have human interaction because of what it might do to my freedom. You try to holler at a chick in public, and if you 30 plus, they gonna call you a motherfucking creep, regardless of how you come at them. And don't you look like R. Kelly a little bit, because they really gonna call security and the police. You try to holler at a chick online, she gonna hit you back with an invoice. $25K per cheat. I synced it. All because Diddy caught up in this trial, man. And people could say what they want to say about me, but what y'all fail to realize, it's a lot of people doing YouTube videos, but 90% of these people doing YouTube ain't nothing but AI. Your favorite YouTuber is a robot, and you don't even know it. I'm the last real person that's doing this, man. So when I tell y'all that Cassie was a freak, and she the one that need to be behind bars for taking $30 million from a man, talking about she gonna chill, now she back in the courts, y'all need to listen at this, man.
New York federal courtroom, Sean Diddy Combs told the judge he was, quote, a little nervous. The rap mogul's criminal trial began this morning. He is sex trafficking, racketeering, and more. The two sides are now in the process of selecting a jury of 12 plus alternates. Most of the prospective jurors acknowledge they're aware of Combs's case and also the allegations that span some 20 years. Among those allegations, he's accused of forcing at least 3 women to engage in sex acts with him and at times with male prostitutes during parties known as freak-offs, which last for days. Combs faces spending the rest of his life in prison. CNN's Kara Scannell has been covering all of these developments for us. She's outside New York's federal court right now. So some of these perspectives.
Pause that real quick. This woman said freak-offs that last for days. For days, y'all. For breakfast, lunch, dinner, they still in there freaking off. They ain't taking breaks. Meat bleeding. They still going at it. Testicles raw. They still begging for it. One day don't pass. They still in there freaking. Stamina like a motherfucker. They got the food, water, and all that in the bedroom. They taking a vitamin C on top of the Molly. Freaking off for days. It lasts days at a time. They take it. They in the shower freaking. They get out of the shower. They still freaking for days out. Keep putting that baby oil. Can't stop, won't stop. For days. Y'all want to know what it is? America getting off on this shit. There's a lot of erectile dysfunction going on in this country. There's a lot of desperate housewives, lonely women that want to imagine something like this, that get off on hearing stuff like this. That's the reason why they can get away with over sexualizing this thing, because it's a lot of horny, deprived people out there. Remember that movie? Matter of fact, I'm going to take y'all on a quick little detour. We're going to come back, but y'all need to see this. This was the biggest show in the country at one time. Scandal. It was ratchet. They ain't had no business doing what they was doing. And people lined up. People was watching this show faithfully. Like, oh, she's sleeping with her boss. He dead wrong. He freaking off with his assistant or whatever the case was. People was sexually aroused by this, man. And this ain't the only thing. People get off on the nastiness. Oh, 50 Shades. Hold on. What was that movie? Put that on. Yeah. Remember this movie, 50 Shades of Grey? It was a box office. When this came out, people was all on it, all about it. They couldn't do without it. You was having 50 Shades of Grey parties. The more raunchier, the more exotic, erotic, people was all about it. So when the Diddy freak off thing came out, them same 50 Shades of Grey scandal, all the people that's into them Zane books, look at this. Y'all remember Zane? Addicted. It ain't nothing but freak shit, man. In and out. People love this type of stuff. People get off on this type of stuff, yo. Succulent. They couldn't wait for the freak off to happen. Got a book called Sex Chronicles 2, Getting Buck Wild. And there's some ladies watching this right now talking about, that's my book right there. That's my book. Afterburn. Hell yeah. Days of a freak off is definitely going to be an afterburn. You're going to have to put some alcohol on your ass. People get off of, you can't tell me that America don't get off on this stuff, man. That's how they could get away with this nonsense. But that's Negro here, no there. Let's get back into the news. Days at a time.
CNN's Kara Scannell has been covering all of these developments for us. She's outside New York's federal court right now. So some of these prospective jurors already turned away. Kara, why?
Yeah, a number of jurors have been turned away. One woman, because she had seen that hotel surveillance video, she saw a still image of it where Combs is on camera kicking and dragging his then girlfriend, Cassie Ventura. Now, the jurors said that she referred to it as damning evidence. And after a back and forth with the judge, he decided to excuse her for cause because she had formed an opinion on it. I mean, other jurors have been excused, one because the man had just started a new job and couldn't take off 8 weeks. Another juror was excused because he said he had a negative experience with law enforcement. But so far, 11 jurors have qualified to continue through this process. And the magic number here is 45. Once they hit 45 jurors, that is when the judge will have both the prosecutors and Combs's team do their peremptory strikes. That's where they can eliminate jurors for just about any reason until they get to 12 jurors and a number of alternates. But those who have gotten through, some of them have seen the tape. One woman said she did see that hotel surveillance video. Others were familiar with the case. I mean, there were two women who said that they had been sexually abused, saying it happened decades ago, and they thought that they could look at the evidence in this case, which is about sexual assault, and view it fair and unbiased based.
What is sexual abuse in 2025, y'all? And I know that sounds like an ignorant question, but somebody got to help me understand. How somebody not going to be sexually harassed or whatever the case is in the climate that we live in? How people not exposed to sexual harassment when you got people out here sexually harassing themselves? It's the norm in the everyday that we going through in America, man. This jury is some BS. When Diddy came in there and them people started crying and showing him love, and when people got out their chairs and ran over there to hug him, that's the reason why. Because everybody out here being sexually harassed one way or another, depending on how you carry yourself. There's some young new artists out here, and I need y'all to take a look at them. If you don't know who they are, then we got to discover this together, man. Y'all ever heard of Glorilla? Over-sexualized, just like every other female rapper in the game. This the world we living in. What is sexual harassment at the end of the day? Where people out here butt naked, getting their bodies enhanced to look like sex dolls. Let's be real. Look, you got people paying money so they can come back looking like a plastic Barbie doll. Like it ain't hornballs and corn dogs out here. Just the climate that we in right now. People saving up all their money to turn themselves into a sex object. And it's been going on for like, I don't know how long now. It's the norm. Back in the day, it was only celebrities and entertainers that go out there and do shit like this. And you can't knock them because they entertaining. If you a stripper, you a stripper. If you a hoe, you a hoe. If you a prostitute, you a prostitute. If you an escort, you an escort. It only makes sense to have the tools for the trade. If you like to go jogging, you might want to have some good jogging shoes. If you in the construction, you might want to have a good tool belt so you can do the trick of the trade. If you a prostitute or stripper or whatever the case is, maybe you need some breasts for the trick of the trade. Maybe you need a butt or something to go along with that if you an escort. It's only going to help your damn job description. I could respect that. But you got people working in fast food with BBLs. People working at Walmart, unboxing them boxes with the big booties. And Diddy on trial because people out here over-sexualizing they damn self, and they talking about he forced somebody to freak off when you get on Instagram and everybody selling their ass. You think people get their bodies and all that shit done so they don't have to sell their ass? Somebody make it make sense, man. I'm tired. How they gonna ask the jury, have they ever been exposed to sexual harassment or sexual anything? The world is over-sexualized. Social media over-sexualized. Television over-sexualized. Is they being realistic or not? I can understand why them people was so happy to see Diddy when he went up in the damn courtroom. Because that's the only real thing they've been able to see with the whole damn trial. And he told the judge that he was a little nervous, y'all. A little nervous. And I know it's a bunch of people left the video because I said what I said. But like Dr. Umar Johnson, like Dr. Umar McKinte Ogave Johnson, I really don't give a damn. Because somebody got to say it, man. I ain't here to babysit a bunch of grown-ass people. Y'all want to hear what y'all want to hear when y'all want to hear it. But the truth of the matter is, go on, get mad. Go on, get mad. Because that's what you're going to do anyways. If I don't do it, ain't nobody else going to do it, man. Hold on, wait. Y'all got to come back now. What's going on? Stop the music. Yo, stop the music, bruh. Where everybody going? Matter of fact, fuck Diddy. And I hope he go to jail for the rest of his life. How about that? And for all you ladies out there, y'all could do what y'all want to do. Okay, we getting more people coming back. And Diddy ain't shit. And I hope that he don't never see the light of day. Okay, the numbers rising back up. And for them people that was happy to see Diddy, they stupid. They should have never supported Diddy when he went to court. They shouldn't be up in there supporting Diddy. And the way I feel about it, if them people on the jury didn't show up to put Diddy in jail, then they don't need to be there. What's the point in being there if they not trying to see him go to jail? All them people hugging on him and acting like they happy to see him, they the problem. The people that still want to support Diddy and not Cassie, them the ones that need to be in jail. Because all Cassie did was want a boyfriend. Cassie wanted somebody that was going to hold her hand and treat her like a lady. She never expected for Diddy to nut up on her like that. And I ain't talking about the nut you think I'm talking about. She didn't expect for Diddy to be a criminal. She thought he was a businessman, a mogul. She looked at him like Diddy was going to be her husband. And when he had them BBCs doing them things with Cassie, she didn't enjoy not 1 second of that. She is a victim. And victims deserve justice, especially in the court of law. He forced her to spread her legs and do unthinkable things with them men. And ain't no telling where them dirty men came from. I think that Cassie deserved another $30 million from Diddy because of what he put her through with his nasty, decrepit ass. They got him in court looking like a whole monster, a big back bitch. Just looking at his face made me want to throw up. Why they even let him come out to the courtroom? They ought to do the deliberations and stuff and leave his ass in the damn hole. He come out there looking like he got on shoulder pads. He should at least try to make it seem like he ain't O.J. Simpson. He looked like the modern day O.J. Simpson. Looking like Danny Glover in The Color Purple. He make me mad every time I see Diddy. Ladies, stand up. Matter of fact, where my ladies at out there, man? Because, you know, I got to put on for the ladies, man. Because Diddy wrong, Diddy going to jail, and that's where he need to be at. Where is the girls? Because this what I do this for. All the ladies out there, y'all got to show me some love and hit that like button. People talking about free Diddy. That's what we not going to do. Artificial intelligent Creole thumbnails and shit. Y'all don't get no love over here. Okay, we got the ladies in the building, so I'm going to be all right. Thank y'all so much for showing up. I got to do what I got to do. And for the people that's leaving them comments, y'all really helping the situation as well. I'm going to shut up and get back to the video because I went overboard a little bit. Okay, we getting more people back. Yo, y'all share the video and hit the like button too. I really do appreciate that. I'm over here nervous, like how Diddy was nervous. Okay, y'all good out there? Okay, we good. We don't stabilize the video a little bit, and we just gonna get back into what's happening with the stream. But on the sidebar, I want to have a quick little conversation about a few things that have been on my mind lately pertaining to this Diddy trial. This trial is letting me know that there's a lot of people out here that really don't have nothing going on like that. And entertainment is so lame right now to where the Diddy trial is bigger than the Super Bowl. It's the greatest attraction that entertainment have to offer right now. They got the movie Sinners out. I haven't seen it yet because I'm waiting for it to come to Prime or maybe Netflix. Y'all know it's going to be on HBO or Cinemax real soon. But People are, this is the first time I seen people excited about anything, and that's good. Michael B. Jordan got a hit out there and it's doing well. But they trying to tie the Sinners movie in to the Diddy trial. They asking the people in the jury, do they know who Michael B. Jordan is? So everybody in entertainment is trying to pool their resources together on the Diddy thing because that's what's holding people's attention. The Diddy trial is publicity and promotion for the Sinners movie right now. Since it's already a major attraction and they haven't seen nothing this major in a long time, they trying to squeeze as much juice out this lemon as they possibly can. Look, let me show y'all something. This is what's happening. They paired them in the news together. They making a big deal out of it. It's a BOGO. You get 2 for 1. You tune into the Diddy trial. It got something to do with Michael B. Jordan. If you've seen the movie, then guess what? We got that too. You know who Kanye West is? They tied Kanye West into the Diddy trial. So whatever's going on with Kanye, he connected to Diddy now. And it's only on day one. So they got to pull all of this together for entertainment purposes. Jamie Foxx, the last time he had something big going on is when he had a stroke and he was in the hospital and he was doing bad. If you an entertainer and you not doing bad and you not making a fool out of yourself and you not in the world of trouble, it's going to be hard for you to get anything popping because that's what entertainment is as far as 2025 go. Nobody cares about your album, your beats, your lyrics, or whatever. When it came to Kendrick Lamar, the only way he was popping is because he was calling Drake a pedophile and he was going in on some weirdo shit. If you ain't on no weirdo time, you ain't got no career. That's all people care about right now. And that's where we at. Better yet, I'll do y'all something better. I want y'all to pay attention to this real quick. It's only going to take a second. I'm going to get this together, and I need y'all to feel me on this. Y'all stay tuned. And hit that like button, too. Let's learn something. Let's discover something together. All right. These are the movies that's in the theaters right now. And let me know if y'all interested in going down to the movie theater and seeing any of these movies. Let's go. You got Thunderbolts. Y'all want to go see that? They got Sinners. I know a lot of y'all don't seen it or you would like to see it. They got a Minecraft movie. The Accountant 2. He's an accountant and he toting hammers and shit. Shadow Force. Fight Flight. A Clown in Cornfield. Y'all want to see that? Until Dawn. They took a video game and made a movie. Juliet and Romeo. Instead of Romeo and Juliet, they ain't coming up with nothing new. They on writer's block. If you seen whatever you don't seen thus far, you gonna see it again. They got Kings of Kings, an animated Jesus movie. The Amateur. The Surfer. Warfare. Rosario. Y'all excited? Please let me know in the comment section which one of these movies y'all want to go down there and see. Or you're going to wait for it to come out so you can watch it at home. The Legend of Uchi. A Minecraft movie, the Block Party edition. So they got special edition movies that's already at the theater. They got another Snow White. If you got Tubi, you don't need none of this, man. That's what's at the box office right now. Hold on, they got a new Annabelle? Or is that the old Annabelle? Wait a minute. They got a new Annabelle? Now, I actually, that's a guilty pleasure of mine. Halfway to Halloween. Get the fuck out. Look at the ratings, though. They got a new Annabelle, but the ratings is horrible. So it ain't even no damn good. 28%, 35%. They said it's trash. How you fuck up an Annabelle movie, man? See, they take classics that were certified hits, try to do it again, it ain't hitting no more. And the reason why I'm showing y'all this, and the reason I'm sharing y'all this, Diddy is the biggest ticket in the box office right now. He bigger than anything they can produce. The Diddy trial is bigger than the playoffs. Did y'all see the play? Let me show y'all something real quick. It's only gonna take a second, I promise y'all. Because I want y'all to get an understanding of what's going on here. This is big money. And if this is entertainment, you got to make entertainment out of it, because this is the bread and butter. This is what's happening right here. Hold on. How can I get this the way I want to see? Okay, look. This was happening. You got the Thunder versus the Nuggets. I ain't talking about the Lakers versus another major team. You got the Thunder versus the Nuggets. I don't know who excited. I don't give a fuck either way it go. I want the Thunder to win, but it really don't matter. You got the Timberwolves versus the old ass Warriors. Draymond Green looked like Santa Claus. He looked like Diddy in court right now, on the court, playing ball, looking like somebody's granddaddy. You got the Cavaliers versus the Pacers. Who gives a damn? Either way, who gives a fuck? The Cavs ain't got LeBron. The Pacers, they ain't got no stars on the team. These teams don't have no stars, except for Steph Curry, and the Nuggets got Joker. Besides that, you ain't got no star power on none of these teams. You got the Knicks versus the Celtics. That's the most exciting thing they got going on right now in sports, is the Knicks versus the Celtics. Everything else is trash. Okay, I'm gonna put my little scenario together. I say the Thunder is gonna go up against the Timberwolves in the Western Conference Finals. The Thunder versus the Timberwolves. I got the Boston Celtics up against the Pacers in the Eastern Conference Finals. The Celtics versus the Pacers. As far as the NBA Finals go, I got the Indiana Pacers versus the Timberwolves. Either way, don't nobody give a damn who win that championship, man. It is not bigger than the Diddy trial. The playoffs going to be done and over with. The finals going to be done and over with. And the Diddy trial still going to be going. That damn Sinners movie, that's going to be on Amazon in a couple of weeks, and the Diddy trial is still going to be going on. So they got to put as much emphasis on this trial as they possibly can, because this is the only thing that's generating revenue for real. And that's why I feel like Diddy is a trillionaire right now. Matter of fact, y'all stay tuned. I want to show y'all something. We're going to learn something together. Show me. Okay, look. Y'all got to see this. Turn the music on. Turn the fucking music on. Yes, Sean Puff Daddy Combs has trademarked the name Puff Daddy, while Diddy has also been used. The trademark specifically covers Puff Daddy. The trademark covers various goods and services, including perfume, clothing, music, and related activities. So what do that mean? Every time they say his name, every time they talk about him, look, he got the trademark for Diddy. He getting paid, man. No Diddy has been trademarked. So people getting paid off of this man's name. It's certified, man. So the more they talk about him, he getting paid for it. So y'all gotta let me know how y'all feel about this in the comment section, man. I came here to let y'all know that he still got supporters out there. I ain't asking you to be a supporter. I'm not a supporter. But there's people out there still supporting Puff. Yo, let me show some love to the people that have been leaving comments in the comment section before I get out of here, man. I gotta let y'all know I really do appreciate y'all. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel, hit that notification button too. We're gonna be back. We're gonna be covering the whole Diddy trial, so make sure y'all stay locked. Hit that notification button. Y'all be good out there, man. I got so much love for y'all. I'ma holla at y'all on my next